Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show. A little bit under the weather here today. Throat's a little bit sore, but, fighting through it. We're here to recap Cubs, Brewers, first of two games today. It was supposed to be yesterday, but second game got rained out, so the doubleheader today. So, let's get into game one of the doubleheader, second game of this 5-game series. Chicago Cubs, go Cubs, go! Go Cubs, go! The Cubs are gonna win today. The Cubs actually won. They won 6-4 here. Brewers tried to rally there in that 9th inning. They got that walk and the single, but they grounded out in a double play to end the ball game. So, fun game, man. Chicago actually went up 5-0 through 3 innings. But as you know, the Milwaukee Brewers, they don't go down without a fight. They were down 5-0. They make this a 5-4 ball game. I'm like, oh my lord, the Brewers are going to do it again. But the Cubs added a run, and then they're able to hold off a 9th inning rally to get the win. So this is a fun back and forth, but fun game, man. I was thinking, oh, this shit's going to be a blowout. But the Brewers, you never count the Brewers out of a baseball game this year. Because they were to make this a 1-run game, but they come up short. They dominated yesterday. In game 1, so game 2 was a little bit of a letdown. But when you saw who was pitching, Chad Patrick, you're like, they might lose. And that's what ended up happening. They also had an error, a few walks, and he gives up 2 homers. I believe gives up a home run. That 3-run home run to, who was it? Casey, I believe it was. And Castro then hit a home run. So all their runs, besides the, I believe the 2-run single, were via the homer. Owen Casey hitting his first career home run. How about that? First career homer. He made a big impact, man. Hit a 2-run single there with the bases loaded. And then he hit a 3-run homer. Or a solo homer, excuse me. Solo homer. So he had a 2-run single and a solo homer. And Castro had a 3-run homer. So they hit 2 homers on the day. But the Brewers just kept chipping. With a bunch of getting runners on base, driving them in with singles. But in the end, it just wasn't enough, man. So, I believe Kyle Tucker got benched because he has been awful. In August, I believe he has like a 180 average and like a 3-something OPS. It's just, he's been struggling. I don't expect him to be in the lineup for the second game either. I think he's going to get a few games off. Just kind of disappointed with Kyle Tucker, man. He's normally a better player than this. He just isn't playing like that player we know he is. Just kind of he's been disappointing since that great start to the year. He's just not having much power. He's hitting the ball on the ground a lot. So, it's been disappointing with him, man. But Owen Casey with a good showing, replacing him in the lineup today. With his first career homer and drove in 3. So let's go to the starting pitchers. Matthew Boyd, 5.1 innings, 6 hits, 4 earned runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts from Matthew Boyd. Not exactly a great outing today from Matthew Boyd. Like, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. I mean, there was a bases loaded jam he got out of, which was huge. And he started off way on the first 3 innings, but the 4th and the 5th innings wasn't great. And then, like the 4th and the 5th innings wasn't great. Went into the 6th, and he was done there. So it wasn't like a horrendous outing, but it wasn't like great. But I would say the bullpen stepped up big time. For the Brewers, Chad Patrick, 5 innings, 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts for Chad Patrick. Yeah, he was I believe the scheduled starter anyways. They're saving Brandon Woodruff for tonight. But yeah, I believe there was like an error, some walks, and shit that costing him a few runs. I believe 5 runs, 3 earned for Chad Patrick. Shelby Miller, 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 earned run, no walks, 3 strikeouts. And Tobias Myers, 2 innings, 2 hits, no runs, no walks, and 2 strikeouts for the Brewers. They only used 2 guys out of their pen, which aren't very high leverage guys. So, for the Cubs, go Cubs, go! Brad Keller, 0.2 innings, 1 hit, no earned runs, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts for Brad Keller. So he escaped, preserved the lead in that 6th inning. Then you go to Caleb Thielbar, 1 inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. Drew Pomeranz, 1 inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. And Palencia, 1 inning, 1 hit, no earned runs, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. Guy's been very impressive as our closer, man. And I didn't know if the Brewers were going to get anything going against them, and they did. I'm like, hold on, we got ourselves a ball game here. But then they ran out to double play in the game. See, that's the pitching. The Brewers had 8 hits for 4 runs. 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, and 2 in the 6th. They dropped to 79 and 46. For the Cubs, 8 hits, 6 runs. They scored 2 in the 1st, 3 in the 3rd, and 1 in the 6th. They improved to 71 and 54. The Milwaukee had 1 error defensively. For the offenses, for the Cubs, Michael Busch 1 for 4, Happ 1 for 4, Suzuki 0 for 2, 2 walks and 2 runs scored. Pete Crow 2 for 4, scored 2 runs for Pete Crow. Castro 1 for 4, 3 RBIs, had that 3-run homer. His first home run as a Cub. Casey 2 for 4, 3 RBIs and a homer. Swanson 0 for 3, McGuire 0 for 3, and Matt Shaw 1 for 3. For the Brewers, Frelick 2 for 4, a walk, 2 RBIs. Durbin 1 for 5. Contreras 1 for 4 and a walk. Yelich 1 for 1 RBI, so a homer. Vaughn 1 for 3 and a walk. Collins 0 for 3 and a walk. Turang 1 for 4 and RBI. Lockridge 1 for 1, a walk and a run scored. Perkins 0 for 2, pinch hitting. Ortiz 0 for 2 and a walk, and Siegler 0 for 1. Your scoring summary for this one. Let's go to the top of the first. Bottom of the first. Casey singles and Pete Crow and Suzuki scored. Then the bottom of the third, a 3-run homer by Willie Castro. They had a trade with got traded from Minnesota. Then the top of the fourth, Yelich hits a solo homer. Top of the fifth, Sal Frelick singles. Top of the sixth, Turang single and a Frelick single. Makes it 5-4, but then Casey in the bottom of the inning gets a solo homer. 6-4 is your final. Brewers got some more traffic there in the ninth, but like I said, the Brewers were able to prevail, or the Cubs were able to prevail, get that ground ball double play. And their division lead is only 8 games now. Oh boy. Look, you're not going to win them all. You'd like to take the serious. The Brewers really need to win 2 of these games to maintain a commanding division lead, and they got the first one yesterday. You win one of these next 3, and you're guaranteed a 7-game lead with about a month to go. But you know, it's a good win for the Cubs. They played good. You know, they wanted it more than a hungry, pesky Brewers team. It's been great the whole season. But yeah, that's all I'll say, man. Force the Cubs to use their high leverage arms. We'll see what they do tonight in Game 2 of this doubleheader. Who's pitching? Let's go to the probable pitchers here. Game 2 tonight at about probably 8 o'clock, I believe. See what it says here. Get the probable pitchers pulled up. It'll be Brandon Woodruff versus Jamison Towne at 8:05 p.m. Eastern. Probably going to say the Brewers probably win this one with Brandon Woodruff on the mound. But we'll see. Game 2, doubleheader. The Game 2, the doubleheader tonight. Live like Thomas Craft more. Peace, and I'll see you guys later after Game 3 of this big 5-game series.